I would say that there's hope, that no matter how dark your situation is or how overwhelmed you feel, there's always a way.
The listener watching this show, remember this, we're with you. It's not us versus you, it's us with you.
And that's what we specialize here at Ramsey Solutions, a clear path. There are steps that you can take and you can get unstuck. So stuck is a choice.
And it all comes down to choosing to change.
I always want listeners to come away with a plan that they can execute, which gives them hope.
I want you to laugh, I want you to have hope, all of that, but I also just want you to learn, because that's why we're here, is to help the caller that we are talking to, but also all the listeners, the millions of people out there. And so if you can take tidbits of information, apply it to your life, and it changes the outcome of where you are financially, that would make me really happy.
When people watch or listen to the show, what I hope they walk away with is a little bit of confidence that they can take that right next step with money. No more excuses. Ignorance was bliss until they got the advice from us and they went, I know too much. I know what I got to do now.
My hope for them is that they walk away with clarity, realizing that there is a clear path from where they are to where they want to go, and that they now have confidence to actually take the steps necessary to have transforming actions in their life to get them where they want to go.
When someone watches the show, I hope they walk away with hope, knowing that no matter what they're going through or how overwhelmed they feel, that there's always a way to get through it. If you are willing to push through for a season and focus, you can find a way through any situation.
Somebody sat there and listened to what I'm going through, what I'm experiencing. And yeah, they poked fun at me. Yeah, we all laughed together. Yes, we cried together. But they showed up and they listened. And nobody else in my life listens to me, but they did. That's what I hope they come away with.
So the impact of this stuff, Dave, over 30 years, we're now seeing the fruits of that generationally. I mean, you meet, what we call financial peace babies, which is the kids of parents who went through financial peace, who've done this plan. Now they're growing up in this culture. You meet baby steps millionaires who follow the baby steps and go, oh my gosh, Dave, I'm a millionaire. Did you find that starting to trend over the last few years?
Yeah, we had to be real careful to name them financial peace babies, because some guy got on there and he goes, I'm a Dave Ramsey baby. And I'm going, no, you ain't. I'm like, no, you're not either.
Change that phrasing, sir.
Yeah, we're going to call you a financial peace baby. Oh, yeah, okay, I get it. But yeah, whew.
Ramsey baby.
Yeah. No, you're not a Ramsey baby. No, you're not.
Just so we're all clear, from this point forward, I'm going to refer to everybody as Ramsey baby.
just be known that that's not okay, okay?
Yes.
So, yeah, that's the thing I didn't see, that if we did it long enough, we would see the third generation now starting to move.
It's amazing.
This, and because some of them are, they get it in high school, with our high school curriculum or whatever. And, we'll see that with the work that we're doing in the career area. We'll see that with the work we're doing in the mental health areas too.
Yeah.
It won't take but about 10 years, and you'll start to see the generational effect of it. But, and it's odd that we used to say it was kind of a tagline, but it was the truth. Change your family tree. Change your family tree. And if you learn how to do relationships, you change your family tree. If you learn how to get into a career that is satisfying, you more is caught than taught, Rachel says, so the kids are watching. They're going to go, oh, wait a minute, maybe I can make more money, not less, and do something I love, and not have to be in a toxic environment. Wow, I don't have to go, I'll make less so that I'm happy. That's a bunch of garbage. So we can break all that, put that truth out there and break the mythology off of them, and then another generation comes along.
Yeah. And we're all here, carrying the torch. And in 2021, there was a very intentional shift from the Dave Ramsey Show to the Ramsey Show. And it's slight. We just took out 4 letters, but it means a whole lot more. What is the future of the show to you?
Well, that was a part, that was the one of the last major steps of moving the brand off of a single person to many. We added all the personalities over the years, and we had intended to start putting personalities more on the air with me in 21. Then COVID happened. And so we went, okay, we have to, as a group, get on the air and talk to people. In John's case, be able to calm them down. And his trauma background, people were traumatized. And so, Facts are your friends. You can't function in fear. Critical thinking skills breakdown. Frontal lobe shutdown. All that. We went through all that stuff, and so bringing John and everybody else into that and going, I get that you're scared. We're all a little scared. This is an uncertain time, but here's what it's not. Here's what it's not. Calm down. Get your thing. And so we accelerated that and got everybody on the air during that time. And then by the time we had been doing it almost a year with everybody on the air as co-hosts.
Permanent co-hosts.
We said, all right, it's time to go ahead and just make the change in the name itself. We didn't make a big deal out of it, and so did no one else. It was great.
Well, it's expanded even beyond the Ramsey Show now with the Ramsey Network. So we've got a whole network of shows with the Ken Coleman Show and the Rachel Cruz Show, the Dr. John Deloney Show, the Fine Print. And it's amazing how it really is like succession. We're looking at it right now as we start to enter these different areas and help so many more people. There's a lot more people to reach out there, and job security, the world is still in shambles. So there's plenty of work to be done for all of us. So that's the good news and the bad news. But as we wrap here, what would you guys say to the person, regardless of their situation, it's money, it's career, it's life, relationships, they feel stuck right now and they don't see a way out? What do you just wish you could say to every person?
I would say that there's hope, that no matter how dark your situation is or how overwhelmed you feel, there's always a way. There's always a way.
Mm-hmm. I would say that stuck is a choice. I'm not in any way minimizing the feeling of being stuck or the circumstances where someone feels as though, because I take it quite literally. I remember I would tell someone to put themselves for a moment when they feel stuck financially, emotionally, professionally. Oh, I can't get out. No one's going to give me a shot, whatever. And I'd say, all right, first, we're not going to panic. We're going to go, okay, there is a way. Christina said so beautifully, there's a way. And that's what we specialize here at Ramsey Solutions, is a clear path. There are steps that you can take and you can get unstuck. So stuck is a choice. So once you move into this, all right, there is a way, I got to find the way. And then when I find the way, so that's clarity, now I know I can walk the way and I can begin to shift from I feel hopeless and helpless, and I go to I am confident that if I do the little things and struggle, as we were talking about earlier, embrace the struggle, I can get unstuck. Mm-hmm. And I think it's the mindset to realize that if you think you're stuck, it's because you've chosen to believe that you are hopeless and helpless, and you're not.
Yeah. It starts with that paradigm shift where you got to go, I got to think about this differently before I can even believe it's possible and take action. And once you think about it differently, go, I'm not going to stay this way. Where I am right now is not where I have to be a year from now, 6 months from now, 10 years from now. And when you have that vision for your life, if you've got that powerful why, man, it'll light you up. Mm-hmm. And so that's what I want for everyone watching.
Yeah, I would say look for options and look for people. Because I think when you're stuck and there is hopelessness, it feels like there's no options. Or if there is, it's just one, and that one option is terrible. It's the only thing. I can only do this. I can only do that. Whether it's, with relationships or, money or it's just that. And I'm like, there's always options. So even when someone calls on the show and they're like, yeah, I have to do this. I'm like, no, you don't. Think about A, B, C, D, E. I mean, there are options out there. So I would say just stop, look for options, and then look for people. Because I think when you are, actually our pastor was talking about this on Sunday, when you're discouraged, it can be a very lonely place, and you draw in. And you talk about this a lot, but I would say get people around you. And whether those people are us and you tune in and listen to the show, but really encouraging you, people in your life that can walk with you, that can hear you, that can actually maybe bring you options of things that you aren't thinking about. Because when you are stuck, it's like a tunnel vision. So find those options and find those people to walk with you.
Yeah, I echo that. I think the longer I'm doing these shows, the less relevant my quote unquote, all the articles I've read are. It's the fact that I'm a guy that they're slowly starting to trust, this guy who loves me and he'll be honest with me. And they'll lay out this long 3 or 4 minute problem. And it's like, it's just this. And they go, oh. And I have to remember that in my life, that when I get stuck, when I see a big problem, I need to stop, like you just mentioned. I got to stop and I got to reach out to somebody. I got to make sure somebody sees me, and then that's going to be my path out. And so I've got to, the listener watching this show, remember this: we're with you. It's not us versus you; it's us with you. And the more we can create an environment where people feel with us, and that we feel we are able to sit with them, I think that these shows will continue to do well.
No, hope deferred makes the heart sick. And I've been there. Most people have been there, where you feel stuck or you feel panicked or you feel trapped in a certain one decision's all I can do, or have two possible decisions, both of them are bad, two options, and we've all been there. That hopelessness is so debilitating. The rest of that verse says, but, and that's a big word. When desire comes, it is the tree of life. So when you, in your hopelessness, when you, in your moment, connect with people, find a plan, know what the next step is, fog starts to clear, and you say, desire. Now desire has come. I am choosing to use that word that you used earlier, agency. I'm choosing to, what John would call, take locus of control. I'm choosing to say, I can control the controllables. I'm choosing to say, yeah, this is a bad deal, but it's not forever. And it all comes down to choosing to change. When desire comes, it is the tree of life. And that's the only person we can't help on this show, is the one that won't choose desire. Instead, they want to become defensive, and they want to intellectually build a set of walls around their life, emotionally build a set of walls around their life that say, see, I can't win. I'm a victim. It's impossible for me to win. I'm stuck. Someone else is going to have to fix this. I can't fix it. And we can't help that person until we can get them some desire, throw them some desire over that wall and get in there. And then they start to knock down the victim walls, and they start moving from victim to victor.
Well, Dave, speaking of choosing, I'm speak on behalf of the group and millions more. Thank you for choosing many decades ago to step into the spotlight, to give people hope and money in now all areas of life. Grateful for you all, honored to do this incredible work with you and make an impact. Thanks for being here.